October 2017, in the final year of my doctoral program, I finally gained a position as principal in a Catholic school. Even though I was deeply immersed in my research work, I was extremely excited that I am making the next step in my career. I quickly hit the ground running in my new role as principal. But not very long into this new role, I began experiencing emotions of burnt out. As I was balancing way too much at that time, this experience made me wonder, how do I overcome this phase without getting tired or quitting? Luckily, I completed my research and got that out the way before I experienced any further burnout feeling or failure. Now I could focus on being the best leader I can possibly be. In this video, I want to share how being a school leader enabled me to experience growth both professionally and personally. Ultimately, you should love and enjoy anything you do. I can't say I love all my experiences as an educator, but I am very sure this is what I was called to do. When I started my teaching career, I had no aspirations to become a school leader. However, opportunities came along the way and I was empowered and I stepped into the role. I did not expect the things I experienced. I don't think I was ready for half the things that came my way, but through it all, I can say there are many positives that happened to me as a leader that I will be sharing. Number one, being confident and less fearful. In this role, I've had to make major decisions. I've had to update policy. I've even had to create school-wide policy. I've had to enforce policy. I've come under heavy criticism. I've faced a lot of anger. I've faced angry parents. However, through it all, I have been stronger. I've been more confident and I roll with the punches. Number two, being prompt and meeting deadlines. These days, the business of school requires so much documentation. There is documentation for just about everything. And I have gotten used to the paperwork and I'm able to meet my deadlines and feel less overwhelmed. In the first 2 years of being an administrator, I was inundated with paperwork. Even though it is time consuming, it proves to be very helpful, especially at times when you need to support your arguments with paperwork. I've gotten used to it now, and I'd say it has made me a better person. I am better at record keeping and just, processing and documenting stuff. Number three, think time. In order to reduce the instances where I say the wrong thing or even make the wrong decision and add fire to fury, I think before I speak. This also helps me to separate my personal feelings and connect a policy to the situation. Therefore, once I can support or connect with the policies of the school, it helps me to make a more informed decision. So think time is very important for me as a leader. Number four, I read more. So in order for me to keep up with all the trends and pedagogical changes that take place in education, I have to keep up with research. So I have to read, right? I have become a better reader, a more frequent reader too, and just being a researcher, it forces you to read, and that's a blessing with this because I did not only just conduct a research for my doctoral program, but as a school leader, I have to keep up with trends and educational research. I remember when I started teaching back in 2002, there were no smart boards, there were no STEM programs, there were no makerspace classrooms, we didn't have Google Suite, we didn't have Google Classrooms, we didn't have Power School, we didn't have Nearpods, we didn't have iExcel. And even today, most of what is available is heavily driven by technology. But keeping up and understanding how all these educational trends actually help you as a school leader to achieve the goals that you have in place for your school is very helpful. And so you have to read, you have to keep up with what's happening. And the trends, they come and go, but again, you must know how these changes help you to meet your targets. And what I also learned from that too is I try not to change, what we do too quickly. Number 6, being reflective. Having a reflective approach towards leadership has helped me to learn from my mistakes and the mistakes of others. Number 7, build community. I now understand what it means to build a healthy school culture. The confidence I mentioned earlier has helped me to leverage partnerships with stakeholders in creating and providing for our school community. This approach has helped me to build and maintain trust with all our stakeholders. Number 8, showing empathy. More than ever, I'm always showing teachers how much I value their input. I encourage teachers to take initiative, and I try to be positive, even if the outcome is not favorable. I am also very present. Therefore, if I need to step in and provide additional support, then I just jump right in. Number 9, work smartly. I have learned how to work smartly and not harder. In Jamaica, we always say hard work is the key to success. In today's society, there are enough tools and strategies to employ to reduce your stress level. So one has to be smart about it. Utilize the available resources and personnel so that you will have time to focus on what needs to be done. Number 10, the big picture. Transitioning as a teacher from managing a classroom to now being in charge of a whole school building takes a little adjustment, but now I've been able to think about and focus on the bigger picture and all the moving parts and pieces to the operations of a school. So making sure that none of these pieces get misplaced and are not fitting together to make things run smoothly is my job, and I am a lot better at it than when I just started. So once again, even though the hat and the role of being a school leader is a very challenging one because there's so many pieces involved to leading a school in a very successful way, I can truly say that I have grown personally as a better leader in my role as a school administrator. So we want to always just be reminded that through every negative, there has to be some positive experience and some positive takeaway. Let me know in the comment section, what are some of the ways in which your current role in your jobs changed you for the better? Thank you so much for watching, and remember to share, subscribe, comment, like, and turn on your notification button so that you can be informed and stay tuned to when I make a new video. Thank you, and bye-bye.